Hey everybody, Rich here with a PC Mix submitted tech help request. I will explain how you can ask me, or Dave, a tech question in a moment, but let's get to this. The question was, well, it's not really a question, but anyway. I keep getting the following error message. An attempt to allocate memory failed. The system is out of memory. Account POP3, Gmail comms, server POP Gmail, protocol POP3, port 995, security socket layer. Yes, error 04800700E. Help! Okay. Well, there's a couple of things I know up front, because sometimes when people send help requests, I kind of have to decipher what they're using. I don't know what version of Windows he's running, but I'm assuming it is a Windows operating system. I am also on the assumption that he is using a mail client, such as if he's running XP, it's either Outlook Express, Microsoft Outlook, Windows, or Windows Live Mail. If he's running Vista or 7, he's running Windows Mail, Windows Live Mail, and yes, the two are separate, or Microsoft Outlook. He could also be running Thunderbird, but anyway, or it could be a rogue app, which is what I'll talk about in a second. And he's using a Gmail account because it shows the Gmail addresses there. Now, what I do think this is, why is he running out of memory? Since checking the mail doesn't use any memory at all. Even if you had 5,000 emails waiting to download, your computer would download every single one of those 5,000 and not run out of memory, because it's just downloading. It's the same as downloading a web page, basically. Where you get memory errors is when you try to do mass uploading and multiple instances of an processor executable. And I honestly think the problem here, from what I'm guessing, is that this is spyware or malware. What probably happened is that there's a rogue application that hijacked the email client or is running on its own as its own mailer and is using his Gmail or her, because I don't know if it's the users that sent the name was Tracy, which could be a man or a woman. I'm not sure, because it could be either. But anyway, the point is that, yeah, I think this is a rogue app, either malware or spyware, that's blasting out a whole ton of emails and using his or her computer as a spam farm. That's what I think that is. So that user will need to go and fish out that executable. Now, as far as fishing out an executable, finding out what the process is, that's what we use the task manager for, which you do by right-clicking and the taskbar and left-clicking Start Task Manager. Now, before I get into that, if you want to submit a tech help question to PCMech, just go to PCMech homepage at PCMech.com and click on Get Help, and you end up here. Or PCMech.com/help. And you can put in your name, email, and your question. Will I see it? Yes. Do I answer every email that comes in? No. Because some of them I can't answer. Seriously. I'm just honest about it. Some I can, some I can't. So, but let's get back to the task manager here. Okay. Now, in my view options, I do have the column of image path name. Now, I don't know if this is in XP, but it is in Windows 7. I have the image path name purposely checked because I want to see exactly what directory it is running, the process image name, is running from. Now, for example, I know what every single one of these is, but let's take csrss.exe. That's the one that a lot of viruses do use. And on view, especially if you try to end the process and note that you're denied from doing it, you would instantly think those gotta be a virus. No, not necessarily, because that's what you use the internet for, to search for stuff like that. So, for example, let me search for csrss.exe. I use Start Page because it's got Google search in it, but you could use Google directly. And nuber.com. What is this? Is it a spyware or a virus? And it tells me exactly what it is. It's a user mode portion of the Win32 subsystem. Win32 is the kernel mode portion, can't talk today. CSRSS stands for Client Server Runtime Subsystem, and it gives genuinely good comments on it. One of them was this. Now, even though this guy marked it in the red, he gave some good information. My machine was hacked by someone who put a bogus hidden copy of a Spira program into my System32 DLL cache directory. I thus had two processes named csrss.exe running at once, the legitimate one in System32 folder and the bogus one I discovered using Security Task Manager. The bogus one was 5.5 meg, whereas the legit one is less than 1 meg. Now, CSSRSS can dynamically change in size sometimes, but more often than not, it will be under 1 megabyte. So we know this file is in C Windows System32, and if I do, geez, I already forgot the name of the file. CSRSS, okay. CSRSS.exe. Okay. So obviously mine is well under 1 megabyte. It's only 7,680 bytes. It is also resident in the Windows System32 folder, so if I did an entire search of my hard drive for this file, so dir /s from the root of C, csrss. Now I'm probably going to get a few instances of this because there in Windows 7 there are some hidden system folders, because CSSRSS.exe in the System32 is actually hard linked to another folder. This is for security purposes in Windows 7. Yeah, there it is right there. And that right there, you'd say, oh my god, that's a, oh, virus. No, 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 no. The WinXS in the 64-bit environment, you see AMD 64, Windows, okay. Yes, that is supposed to be there, and you can tell it's a hard link because, as you can see, the file sizes are identical. If CSRSS.exe did not exist in the Windows System32 folder, either as a hard link or as a legitimate file, Windows simply would not run. It wouldn't, and I know that from personal experience, but anyway, that's how I find out. And there's only two on the system. Actually, one, because one is a hard link and the other one is the actual file. So I know it's not a virus. It's as simple as that. And that's how you find out stuff when you run into your task manager and you just go through the processes and you see what's up, and okay, that's how you find out stuff. So this is a basic overview of how to do it, and obviously you should run your virus scanner. Like, for example, I am running, that's a good one to point out actually, msseces.exe. What is that? Oh my god. Microsoft Security Essentials. So, you know, I got my virus scan going on, I got my malware, spyware detection going on, blah, blah, blah. You know how it works. But anyway, so that is my answer to that user's question. You can ask your own questions if you want, and you also learned a little bit about how to get the direct location of image path names in the task manager and how to look up stuff for processes on the internet. The internet's wonderful, isn't it? All right, take it easy.